What's the fastest way to attract failure? Let's talk about it. I'm Theresa Levine, Master EFT practitioner and life coach, and failure is something we would all prefer to avoid, right? It's not fun to fail. It doesn't feel good. It is usually the opposite of what we set out to do or want, and it is a total reversal of what we're going for. So it makes sense, kind of, sorta, that we are usually in a state of psychological reversal when it comes to failures in our life. And our inner protector, our inner saboteur wants to keep us safe. So a lot of times it will send us messages like, hey, that thing that you're thinking about doing, yeah, that's not safe. That's not a good idea. You should probably not do that. Nope, don't do it. And so we don't a lot of the times. Or we say, screw you, inner voice, and I know better, and we try it, and sometimes it doesn't work out as we want, and it's not a matter of that inner voice being right or wrong. Our inner voice and our, I like to refer to it as our inner saboteur, the archetype. It has a place in our life to protect us, but as we grow, as we mature, and as we learn to listen to our intuition, which is a totally different thing, we learn that we can make the calls, and we kind of have to thank, bless, and release that inner saboteur. Thank you so much for keeping me safe all these years. Thank you for helping me to, not get into certain situations. But I know how to do this now, and I'm willing to take the risk. And I can see that the danger is not so imminent that I need to not do it. And I think the fastest way to attract failure is to focus on the failure itself, to focus on the negative outcome, because what we focus on, we create more of. So yes, you might try something in those areas of your life that mean the most to you, in areas of health, in areas of relationships, in areas of, wealth, in areas that, you really don't feel like you can afford to fail because they mean so much to you, your family, your loved ones, your future. But what is the alternative? The alternative is usually staying exactly where you are, which, if it were so wonderful, you wouldn't be striving to get to that next place. See what I'm saying? So sure, you can get really comfortable being where you are, and plenty of people do, and a lot of times there's nothing even wrong with where you are. But when you have that inner feeling, that inner longing, that inner knowing that there's more out there and that you are capable of achieving it, attaining it, bringing it into your life, then it starts to feel really sucky to accept the discomfort of where you are and pretend like that discomfort is somehow more comfortable than trying to get to where you want to be. It might be, it can get pretty uncomfortable trying to get, from one lily pad to another and, falling in the water and missing the perfect launch and the perfect landing and falling on your face and splashing all over the place, it can get hard. But that doesn't mean that, 1 attempt, 3 attempts, 10 attempts later, you're not going to nail it. You just have to keep going. So I would say the fastest way to attract failure is to not try and to focus on the outcome that you don't want instead of the outcome that you do. Because that outcome that you do want, it's there for you. But the path to get to it might not look the way you would like it to or dream that it's going to go when you're first setting out to achieve it. And that's the thing you have to keep in mind. You have to be open to different possibilities, different ways, different means of getting from your one lily pad to the other. And then once you learn how to jump, once you learn how to land, and once you learn how to climb back up and do it again when it doesn't work, that discomfort, it gets less uncomfortable. And you really personally start to grow and expand and to find new ways of doing things that you never thought were going to be possible. And then all of a sudden you're looking back at a year, 5 years, or a decade, and you're like, man, look what I have been capable of doing. Because I was focusing on what I wanted instead of what I didn't want. Go for it.